back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I'm JC. Today's video is a little different because I've never been one of those people that's like creates a rewards system per se. I mean, I have little things that I do to reward myself when I finish tasks or whatever, but I never actually like laid it out in print or on paper or anything like that. Which, except for like in my little list book, but not like all, pretty and everything. But I've been seeing this thing going around where people are making dopamine menus, and it's typically used for other things. But I saw a few writers who had made some dopamine menus for ways to either find ways to give themselves grace if they're having a hard time writing, or if they're feeling burnout approaching, or if they just want to reward themselves for job well done and kind of want to maybe take away some of the guilt for rewarding thyself. And I'm a person who always feels like I shouldn't be rewarding myself. Like I should be doing the thing because I just love doing the thing, and why do I need a reward for that, right? But rewards are fun. And sometimes we do need to make things like a treat for us because we deserve treats. We give our kids treats when they accomplish things. We reward other people. We tell other people they should reward themselves. So why not reward ourselves? All that to say, I created a dopamine menu for myself. And this kind of really got started because I don't know if was it this year? It might have been at the end of last year, a while back. I had made a comment to Sky. It was a day where I really didn't feel like writing, and I needed to write. I should have been writing, but I just didn't feel like writing. So Sky was like, but you've done this, that, and that. You've gotten all of this accomplished in the last month. You can give yourself a day's grace. You can, find something else creative to do that will fulfill you. And it doesn't have to be writing. And while I remember Sky saying the dopamine menu thing was not for her, she did suggest maybe you do need to create a dopamine menu so that it can kind of feel less guilt-ridden for me. So I created a graphic, but I'm going to read off the things that I put on my menu. And then I'll show you the graphic, which I kind of made in Canva, and it's a little fun, and I call it the Right to Be Rewards Restaurant or something like that, because Right to Be is my thing, right? So I have appetizers, entrees, sides, and desserts. The appetizers will be little small things that can be done in 5 to 15 minutes time, that can give me kind of a dopamine hit, if you will, and can maybe even be done in between tasks and activities. I have doing a digital puzzle, doing some coloring in a coloring book, crocheting on something. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm like creating blankets and bags and things out of patterns or anything. Right now I'm just really trying to teach myself the skill, consistent skill for crocheting. And I have pull a tarot card for whenever I manage to get me a tarot deck. I haven't gotten one yet. I had one, but it was lost in the loss of many other things in my home. But so that's all I have for appetizers. Entrees are things that can be done in an hour or more time, probably between 1 to 3 hour range. And that is comb out my hair and wash it, which is something I probably need to do soon. We don't want to see what's under here. You don't want to see what's under there. Next one is to start a series rewatch of a show. I have a couple of shows that kind of want to rewatch soonish. in the parentheses Pretty Little Liars, Charmed, and Gilmore Girls, but there are many other shows that could be on this list. The third thing is to play around on Pinterest for various reasons, because I just love Pinterest and I like creating boards on Pinterest, and it's just fun and I can get lost in there for hours. So the fourth thing is to binge a new show or series, not an old one, but a new one that looking forward to watching. I have a couple on this list. Paradise is one on this list. Oh my God. Only Murders in the Building is not new, but I do have 2 seasons that I am behind on. So there's that, just for an example. The next one is to watch an old movie, which I've been doing a little bit lately, watching old movies. I know there's probably new movies I should be watching too, but the nostalgia is like an extra dopamine hit all on its own. The next one is to watch some YouTube videos. And I know this might not sound like something that should be included because I do tend to watch YouTube videos at night anyway, but I mean like sitting there watching YouTube videos as if I'm watching a movie kind of thing, which don't have hours upon hours to do. But if I should select this from the menu, then I will have hours and hours to do it. And then the next one is having a brainstorming session for back burner projects, because I have several and they need to be brainstormed and fleshed out. But where do I find the time to do that? And finally, world building in Project Willow, because I still am excited about Project Willow. I just haven't had time to really do any world building to move that idea further along just yet. Next, we have the sides on the menu, which is the 30 to 45 minutes section, which could be decluttering, which I don't have many spaces in here to declutter, so I have to be over here, obviously. And it gets cluttered quite frequently. So this next one is to listen to a podcast, writing or true crime or whatever podcast I feel like partaking in. The next one is to have focused reading time, because I do read in between activities, and I read when I go to the bathroom, I read when I'm eating dinner, but those are like little small increments of pockets of time that I can squeeze in. What I mean is like what I did last night, for instance. I didn't really feel like writing. I kind of had to like pull myself to the keyboard, but how I did it was I did 20 minutes of focused reading and then 20 minutes of writing. 20 minutes of reading, 20 minutes of writing. Didn't get me very far on the writing side for my wee hours of the morning writing session, but I got that reading time where I just did nothing but reading. It wasn't reading while doing this or reading and it was just sitting down and reading for that period of time. And then the last one for sides is to listen to music. Just have a jam session. Just listen to music for 45 minutes. Just because I love music and it gets me pumped up and jazzed, and yeah. But I tend to not feel like I have time to really listen to the music, and except for when I'm driving. This might explain why I really love driving so much. And finally, we have the desserts, and in this category is the things that I usually don't indulge in. For one reason or another, either because I just can't, or I just feel like I can't, if that makes sense to you. The first one is treating myself to Vietnamese pho, which I don't get to do as often as I would like, but I think I'm going to do it soon. The next one is to have a spa day, facial, manicure, whatever, which I don't do ever. I've never actually done that, so it would be nice. The next one is to get my hair professionally done, which might go a long way to keep it from getting like it is now. But, that takes some finances I don't exactly have right now. But it might be something that I should invest in and use it as my menu option of choice. And the last one is to spend a night or two in the hotel, which I hope I get to do sometime this year, like I did last year for that one night, which was glorious. And those are my menu options for my dopamine menu. Now I'll go show you the graphic And there you have it. That is my dopamine menu. That is what I think I will start using to reward myself, or to just maybe feel less guilty about the times I don't feel like writing, but I want to be creative in other ways. And I know you're going to say you shouldn't feel guilty, but I do. So we're just going to get over the hump that I do feel guilty. I just need to find ways to make myself feel less guilty, less like I should be doing something productive. But that is going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As per usual, if you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member of my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. And until next time, take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye.